Well, hello everybody and welcome back. I am quite well rested. I actually slept yesterday from about 2:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. for a total of 8 hours, which I can't even achieve normally. If I were to if I were to have gone to bed at my normal time, I probably would have only slept somewhere between the neighborhood of 5 to 6.5 hours. So I don't know how I achieved that, but I did that plus about 4 more hours that I got between 3:30 a.m. and 7:30 a.m. So I'm definitely in the mood to play this and just try to make some sort of progress today. We're only doing a stream this Sunday morning, only because I slept through the entire stream on Saturday. I do have a family obligation that I need to be for, meaning I need to get off around 11:30 a.m. But once I do, then that's going to effectively be when the stream stops. It seems like the game's pretty generous with its saving and being able to teleport right back to the home should I need to be able to manually save. So I don't think we're going to run into any issues there. A couple of announcements before we get started. Number one, I have taken Dragon Quest X forever and ever off of the below message stream to play. I'd finished all of the post game quests, including the Colosseum, which I was talking about during the stream. I'm like, it's a shame we don't get this. We do get this. It's just that it's the very last of the post game content that unlocks after you do everything, and you can only access it by doing every single story, job, and other quest in the game. Guess who lucked out by happening to do all of that so they could access it immediately? Really, 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 really hard stuff. The final fight took me like 6 tries before I was able to do it because he does like 1,200 damage to everybody unless you get Hughes' attack attacker to do the debuff. Not of the -2 attack stages, but of the regular damage. Because your characters are averaging about 700 to 800 HP, other than Lucia, who's slightly breaking 1,000, and he's dealing 1,200 damage a hit with missile, and he attacks twice. So there's like literally no way you can live through that, unless you luck out and get the secondary minus effect. But there was a lot of luck that was necessary in winning on the sixth try. I almost didn't, and it probably could have realistically taken me about 20 or more to have won that fight, at least with my current build. I was considering having to go through and level up a completely different job class for the first time in the whole game. So that's how close it was, but I don't have to worry about the game anymore. Like in my head, I have mentally done everything I need to do in the game, so I'm at peace. Ys 5 is going to be the next game after Shining Force 3. It has been a bit since we've done Ys 4. That's the only reason I want to have some more Ys representation, especially since there's 10 mainline games. And thankfully, none of them take very long. It's a pretty short game, and I just don't want to have like a 20-part RPG. And Ys seems to be pretty straightforward, and maybe at most, Memories of Calcutta gave us like 7 or 8 streams. So I don't really think we're going to be going much deeper than that. Anyway, if I yap any longer, we're not going to have time to play the game, so let's go ahead and switch over to scene number 1. I'm going to go ahead and boot open the game, and I'm hoping that we will not have my face freeze, but it can, as always, decide to do that anyway. So let me go ahead and see if... Okay, so far I can see my mouth moving, which is a good sign. So everything should be all set up. So there's a couple of things I found out playing this... Oh, shoot. Now the game is frozen for me. I'm frozen for me. I mean, it's best to have this early. I like how I'm looking at my incredulous face over here. Give me 1 sec. Give me like not 1 second. Give me like 30, and I will try to mess with OBS and get everything all set back up. It's just if I try to adjust things too early, it is going to break just like before. I really need to get a Steam Deck. Like this is. There's so many games I have avoided playing specifically because I know OBS is going to do this. So, that or I guess the Steam console, whatever comes out later. I say give it about 15 more seconds, and I'm going to hit the camera button and see if I can do this without having the stream like completely crash. Fair kidney. All right, 3, 2, 1. Clicking camera. There we go. The key here is to just wait it out. But welcome, Bear Kidney. Okay, so just have to not drag or resize this too much, I guess. I just want to drag this to where I'm looking at it optimally. I am, just as in an abundance of caution here, I'm going to pull open the stream on my other computer. That way I can tell if there's any other issues here. It looks like we're fully good right now. Running Wild Video, welcome. Hope you are doing well. We are just about to get some more pie. So when we last left off, we ended up upgrading our weapon because this person destroyed our staff and almost destroyed us, but that giant golem guy kind of stepped in and threw him out into the stratosphere. Now he's back and wounded, so our job is to deal with the guy. So we're going to go ahead and exit and leave. Did I do it again? I did it again. No, I'm still moving. The game's not. Okay, there we go. Let me move the mouse cursor. Okay. Anyway. Uh-oh, they've gathered some allies while we were away. The witch, she's back! Oh lord, how dare you come into my forest? We are probably not going to need any of those. We'll have him attack. Got a turn bonus, I think, just from killing the enemies that were on the side. We just need to do a regular swing. Okay, we are all set. Lots of pie. Goal completed fighting wounded mid-rank warrior. Oh no, they're running away. We need to follow. Tracking the wounded mid-rank warrior. The mid-rank palace warrior fled to the east side of the forest. If I leave them be, they'll only come back stronger. I need to chase after them. Yeah, so, I'm not sure how I feel about this game's battle. At least the main battle theme seems to come in a lot louder than the others, and I think it's a little too repetitive for my taste. I think the ones fighting the soldiers are fine. I did like the fire cave. The fire cave had a really good, really good track that was just kind of mellow and a little bit of an earworm, and I tend to like mellow earworms. The battle's a little theme. The main one is a little too aggressive. The one that goes and then just keeps kind of going on with that for a while. Like, I mean, I hear it enough to like know what it's like. Go ahead and attack the bunny. Leave me alone! You filthy monster, you think I'm gonna die here? I'll capture this witch and escape the forest. That should be enough. Balt is taking care of the rest. Tracia dropped? Wait, really? The Genesis game I played this year? Like, who was out there clamoring for a Steam port of it? I mean, I obviously was. I thought the game was good. I mean, I gave the game like a decent 70 score compared to people who gave it like in the 30s, and it doesn't always pan out that way. Like, there are games that are garbage, and I will look at it and I'm like, I will agree it's garbage, and then there's games I'm a little bit more contrarian about. But Tracia is one of those games that isn't that bad. It's got a really low encounter rate. It's got story elements that it's trying to convey, although I think most of it was swept up in our bad localization that we got on the Genesis. It's not really the game's fault. I felt like if the story was was able to tell its story natively in Japanese, it would have been fine. But having it come over to the West, it was clunky. That is news to me. I wonder if Alex knows that it's on Steam. I'm gonna look this up if you don't mind. No offense, but it's more interesting than what's going on with Pie Lady over here. So Trasia on Steam. Let me take a look. That is a shock. I can't believe they ported it. It's $4.79 to play it on Steam. Did they add anything? Yeah, rewind turbo, save state, screen filters, cheat functions like infinite lives and invulnerability. The main game basically bolts infinite lives and invulnerability if you just buy the damn sticks. You don't even need to use you don't even need to enable the cheats. I'm gonna type to Alex right now and just let him know. That's insane. Okay, let me go ahead and just post that over. I like the fact that we've frozen on the screen. It makes it look like she's talking to herself. Release date April 20. I've got to tell Alex. He's gonna flip. All right, this should be enough. Balt is taking care of the rest. Huh? What's with the shimmering wall? I mean, thank you for letting me know. My goodness, that's a shock to me that they would release it. Right, warriors have come out of the shimmering walls before. Does that mean this? Where might it lead? Oh, Balt, are you going to? Yeah, he's basically guarding that area. Master, are you all right? Huh? We're home. Did you see that, Black Joe? The wall behind Balt was shimmering. I don't think I saw that. Did you not feel any weird magic or anything? There's definitely something inside those walls that Balt is protecting. I'm sure you're just imagining things. Let's fly over Balt. There's nothing but endless forest behind Balt. Why waste our energy like that? No, I've seen warriors come out of those shimmering walls before. Maybe we can find out why they keep appearing in the forest. I can't fly higher than Balt's head while carrying you. You managed it with that boar, and I told you that's because I was eating it to survive. Oh, I get it. So the need for survival makes you tougher. Feeling more energy now? Yes, after a good night's sleep, and I'll be able to fly high above Balt. Why don't you recover your strength too? Fine, I guess I am pretty tired after fighting that warrior. We'll leave first thing tomorrow, got it? Yes, ma'am. I noticed a shimmering wall behind Balt. Maybe it'll help me figure out where the warriors are appearing. I'll get a good night's sleep and go through tomorrow. We're gonna go home. We're going to rest because the plot demands it. I've had enough. I'm going to set myself free. He ran away? I need to investigate the path behind Balt, but Black Joe has run away. I can't get past Balt on my own. Oh, apparently he just didn't fly over the water. Did a pretty bad job of it. Time to escape. Give up already. Get off me. You'll pay for this. You won't survive a fall like that. Say Black Joe is the greatest in the world 3 times and I'll consider letting you live. What's wrong with you? Don't you get it? Your fate is now in my claws. Mwahaha. Now speak up. You really want to get in trouble, don't you? Well, this is how you're going to ask. Happy falling, demon. South Island, so this is a completely different area. We can still teleport back to the main house, I would think. Where am I? It's just in the middle of a crab rave. I need to find Black Joe. But what is this island? There doesn't seem to be anything on it, but it's filled with strange magic. Should I just use teleportation magic to go home? No, I can't just leave this mystery behind. Maybe I can find something cool here. I don't know if I can even come back again. I'm going to explore this island. Okay, so we should investigate. First step, let's open the chest. An old recipe. Old family recipe. Let's see, liquid gas from the shell of a blue crab extract. But what is it even supposed to, what does it do? Craft recipes. Okay, it just permanently increases max HP and defense. If we can get the required ingredients, which we don't have. I do have a +3 strength one I can craft right now, and I do have the ability to create these HP enhancers. I might do that later. It seems like there's ways to just like permanently increase stat boosting items, and I think Atelier Iris 2 experimented with that, like, but it was a lot later in the game when you got certain like mana crystals and things of that nature, some of which you just got either from like chests or from certain drops. In any event, we'll start with the crab rave. Oh, interesting, we don't have our pig. Not that I think we need them, but... can we summon them? Okay, good, that works. That actually helps. Gives us a little bit of an extra bit of damage. I do like the fact that our weapon does have the secondary Quake ability. Just allows us to... Basically every other hit does splash damage. So it's pretty handy. Now I don't know how much better it would be to go to magic build route or not. I would imagine probably quite a bit better. Okay, there is a fish over there to the right, and it looks like there's one over here to the left. I'd have to get to it from that beach. I think it's the same ones we'd have at the home island. I think that was the same one. So an HP enhancer +1. Okay, so there's not even a debate about whether I need to use it or not. It's just a free stat. So we'll just go ahead and increase our max HP permanently with it. I am curious about the East 5 translation because it dropped earlier this year. Because that was obviously the next game in the East series you needed to play. I played more than one version of 4. But I was going to be playing the original 5, but if they've done a PS5 remake, excuse me, a PS5 remake, that'd be a little further generation than I actually would be. PS2 remake, then ideally that's what I would want to play next. So that's the plan. Okay, we have a permanent strength boost item. These chests are really putting in dividends here. Oh, got too close. Didn't get to catch that one. Combat top equipment. How does equipment work? Have we ever had equipment? Okay, just increases defense +3. I guess we have our staff and our outfit, so we could just equip the combat top. Okay, there's no downside to equipping it, so I'll go ahead and equip it. Magic boost, so I guess one of basically every stat other than defense is in here. Fly over. Okay, that's where we need to make up with Black Joe, probably, that's over there. Looks like we have... Yeah, everything else on this island has basically been picked clean. Unless I can... catch these. No. Okay, so that's no fishing over there, so we'll ignore that. Okay. Yeah, this is the life for me, free from the ugly baby witch. Fruit in this tree is so fresh and tasty. Is that so? I think they might taste better roasted. Oh yes, that should bring out a whole new flavor, though it might burn my beak a little. How is it? Should I grill some more? Master, you're alive. I've been looking all over for you. That's right, I'm not dead. You tend to express your emotions in such a passionate way. I'm dragging you back home with me. Don't try any more tricks. Yeah, I'll get you home safely. I just wanted to shoot another one. Are we going home now? Even if I go back home, I think I'll keep coming back to this island often. Why? What about flying over Bolt? I'm more curious about this island and what's behind Bolt. It's filled with some kind of strange magic, and look at that. A giant treehouse floating on the water. There's so much to see. Maybe I should move my house here. Then I won't have to deal with those pesky warriors. Yeah, you'll be fighting off sea monsters every day instead. The forest is much safer. I'll judge that for myself after I investigate the island. You can always get to the South Island by using Black Joe near the sea and the black. Okay, so that one little overpass that was, or overlook spot that was the south of our house, you can now use that to fly over. Got it. Technically, we don't need his help to leave the island, as we've already established we can teleport. But okay. So right now, the goal is still to investigate the island, so there's no need to fast travel out. Okay, one moment. Be right back. Sorry about that. I was last call for dishes before the dishwasher was run, and I did have some cups that are tea stained that probably would benefit from having them washed out. So I'm ready to continue now. But yeah, I haven't really given much thought for like what I'm going to be playing beyond Shining Force 3 and East 5. I don't have any other major plans for the year. I can promise you one thing, Dragon Quest is not in the immediate running for the next game. Anything in that series is probably not going to be coming up immediately. Monsters 3 does need to be played at some point because I was gifted the game 3 years ago and I still, I feel bad I haven't gotten to it. But that is kind of low priority for 2026 considering everything else I've done Dragon Quest wise. There is probably going to be more games that are going to be on the Saturn that I'm going to try to get to. But other than that, I'm hoping more on the PC Engine CD is going to get translated than it does. If they ever translate Dragon Slayer 2, if they ever translate the Space Adventure Cobra game that's on the PC Engine CD, other than the one we got on the Sega CD, which I streamed at this... How long ago was that? I think I streamed that game like five or 6 years ago at this particular point where I streamed the Space Adventure Cobra game. If they can stream the other one we did not get, or translate the other one we didn't get, I'd be very much interested in playing that. Wait, did we not fly over? Oh, I see. So swimming. I'm assuming we don't. Oh, I have to press X to move forward. Okay, you have to mash X to go forward. Got it. Okay. Clearly I need to learn the pattern here. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now. Look at that big lion. It looks really strong. I can tell that by myself. Are you real? What's that supposed to mean? He's wondering whether you're a delicious piece of meat. He wants to know if he can eat you. If you're not real, then I'll have to destroy the shell. Alright. I believe in myself. I don't need to use any items. Okay. So, mystery HP, although it seems like we've already knocked down 1/6 of it. I hope it... What if it turns out to be an unwinnable fight I have to grind for? Wouldn't that be fun? Certainly no game I've ever had to do that with. Let's see. We're going to try to do a stun. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do... I could do triple swing, or I can do an overhead strike, which costs HP, but is going to deal a ton of damage. I'm just going to go ahead and go for the damage. Okay, I'm glad I did. I managed it somehow. That was unexpected. How can a lion be so weak? Hey, were you hoping I'd get eaten? No, just not that. It's just that lion was this temple's guardian animal. I've heard that he gets weaker after the spring is closed off, but this week? Temple? Guardian animal? He's meant to guard the collapsed temple in front of us. I know you want to go inside, but I'll warn you if you do. Less talk, more temple exploring. Fine. Alright. I will probably want to heal up. Just because we did sacrifice some HP for that move. Wait! Why? Legend has it that impure witches burn to death when they enter a temple. Now you care about my welfare after you tried to drown me earlier? Sorry about that, but you're scared, aren't you? Wait for me! We've already given the poor bird Stockholm Syndrome. Ancient temple on a small island. Okay, I was wondering if those are the royal knights we fought earlier, but no, they are up on further inspection. Much, much tinier. The other thing I can do later this year is there are a number of games I do have on my my Switch here. I know I have the Mario and Rabbids like tactical games. I know I have Trails in the Sky 1, which is honestly a series I do need to get into at some point. I know that they had the remake on the Switch. The question is whether it's going to be best to play it on the Switch or whether it's going to be a little too slow on it. Just because I don't own a Switch 2, and at least right now I don't immediately have any plans to own one. But I have several other games on it I can play that aren't Dragon Quest. Well, this isn't what I imagined. It's in pretty bad shape. It has been abandoned for a long time. Humans used to worship the gods here, but after the war the humans started, it was sealed off and fell to disrepair. War? That's when humans get in big groups and start fighting, right? I read about it in books. So do you think that means if we get past Balt, we'll enter the human world? Exactly. Passing through the barrier behind Balt will take you to the continent of Alvalia, ruled by humans. Why didn't you tell me earlier if you knew? I didn't want to get involved with humans. All they do is fight and argue. They're always at war. You get past Balt and come face to face with them, it'll be dangerous. Just look at what they did to this temple. You should be satisfied just living in the forest, like me. Cat got your tongue? Now who's the scared one? Let's leave the forest. Huh? I'm going to get more of those pies that Mustache Merchant gave me. Our deal isn't complete. You're going to risk going to the human world just for pie? There's plenty of pie here, just run through the warrior's pockets. This is no normal pie. It's just like the pie I ate as a child. Is it important enough to risk your life for? Yes, 100 times over. Every night in my dreams, I see that pie from my childhood, and even though it's a dream, I can still taste it. It's the only memory that makes me happy. And then that merchant showed up with my dream pie. I was so close to getting it until Bolt ruined everything. So now I have no choice but to go to the human world. Really? Only for pie? Only? How dare you disrespect pie? That's basically insulting my name, too. Ah, so your name was a combination of pie and strawberry? That's right. I love pie and strawberry so much that I named myself after them. Let's go deeper into this temple. Why? It's falling apart. Of all the magic on this island, this magic is strongest here and somehow familiar. I'm going to find out what this magic is, and maybe I'll discover something super cool. Is it strong magic? You can find out why I can't teleport. Time to investigate. Oh, I didn't know we couldn't teleport. Apparently she knew. We never tried. We decided it was going to be kind of pointless to do it, because we still needed to continue the story here. Genesis Blessing. Reduces the amount of damage taken between the start of battle and your first turn. So this only, on its surface, only seems to matter if you have an enemy with insane agility that can just outspeed you. Secondary equipment. Okay. Got it. Let's go ahead and go into our equipment menu. Is there a limit? Does this can de-equip the combat top? Evidently not. Okay, so if we have a really, really fast enemy, we're just going to take a little bit less damage. It doesn't go into detail about how much less damage we take, which is kind of shocking, considering the game is pretty transparent about showing its damage formulas. You'd think it'd say reduces damage by 25%, but it doesn't say anything. Oh, doesn't that look like the teleportation magic circle at home? Maybe I can connect it to my home. You're a fast learner. Great, now I can teleport right back here from home. World teleportation altars, excuse me, allow you to teleport to distant areas. World teleportation altars can be directly connected to your house. Okay. We don't need it. So, a couple of options here. That area is blocked off. We'll go ahead and fight this fight here. We'll go for the one that has 400 over here. I'm thinking we're only gonna hit 3 enemies at most. Okay, we got the outermost. So the cooldown is now lost for that. 7 damage. Which, you know, considering we haven't trained defense, is pretty low. We're playing on normal difficulty. Maybe we should have picked a higher one. More shield stone. An agility stimulant. Which we are like nothing but agility right now. We'll ride faster on this. More shield stone. Okay, they're all mini. Wait, don't! If someone touches the temple magic stone without permission, they die! Stop shouting. It's not dangerous. I can definitely feel something good. Now, the way that level ups in this game work are kind of interesting, at least the main level ups outside of the training, at least from what I've seen. In the sense that if you level up, it gives a certain percentage boost to your stats. And I think, like, from going from level 1 to level 2, I think it was like maybe a 15% or 20% boost. But if I'm understanding how it works correctly, it's in your best interest to try to delay getting experience as much as you can until you train and train and train to get certain stats up, then get the level, then experience like the multiplier to where your training is just multiplied. I'm guessing that's the kind of the more effective way to go about it if you're trying to grind stats early. I don't know if you're playing, I mean, certainly if you're playing on normal difficulty, I don't think you need to do that, at least from what I'm experiencing right now. But I do think it is kind of interesting that, you know, throughout the different areas, there are enemies that seem to be much higher level than you at first, and you have the option to go back there and fight them at your own leisure. And if you do, maybe it's not the smartest thing in the world to do. You're losing out on bonus stats you could if you were to wait naturally and try to come back to them later. So just kind of food for thought. I don't know why, but the seal, I think it can do something about it. See, told you. I think we can move forward now. Let's go. Yeah, for right now, that's the only place that makes any sense to go. Okay, we can have a teleport ride. This area, I think, is just going to take us... Oh, okay, this is not Connect. This is a separate room. These guys are... they're electric crabs. Wandering around the temple for so long, it's been charged with lightning magic. I'm not scared. I'm assuming that stun is not going to work on electric crabs. Do I commit to trying though? Oh, it does work. I mean, that makes sense. Okay, they do hit a bit harder. We'll triple swing the center one and get 2 splash hits. Okay, no, I guess it wasn't meant to be on that one. Oh, I'm looking at the turn order. We're gonna win before the other enemy gets another turn. It's not a big deal. So glowing claw times 3, and this is probably a recipe. Secondary circle spell book. Book of magic circles that can boost the strength of magic or make it more efficient. What kind of book is this? It appears to be a compendium of secondary magic circles. Secondary magic circles can boost the magic on a tablet or reduce the amount of mental energy it takes. Oh, this could be useful. Except we're not using magic with our builds. I mean, I suppose it would be if we needed to use like the 4-prong spell to, you know, if basically that enemy formation was like having a 7-10 split in bowling, where there's just no way our splash damage is going to reach the other one, so it makes sense. If we know we can go for game, to go for like, you know, two of those fireballs going one way, 2 of the fireballs going to the other. Oh, I completely mentally blanked out. We need to cross that circle, that square. I acknowledged it and then just like left. I will say after playing like 19, I will say after doing 19 streams of Dragon Quest X, this is a wonderful game to follow it. It's so low stakes in like what you need to do that I think it's just like the perfect follow-up. It's the perfect kind of unwinding game following like a massive, massive RPG like 10. At least the offline. I can't vouch for the online content, although I know it's going to be even more massive. What's this? A giant door, giant broken door. Well, ain't that a shame? I guess we need to just turn back. There must be a way through. Okay, looks like there's a puzzle here. Red absorption stone restores a small amount of HP with each physical attack. And defeating an enemy restores HP. Wait a minute. This is like perfect. This is exactly what we need. Now I'm assuming it's gonna get rid of Genesis Blessing. Recovers 5% HP upon kill, 1% on hit. I mean, That doesn't, you know, it sounds initially not that crazy until you realize that my weapon can do splash damage, meaning that 1% on hit if it hits like 5 enemies and like it kills multiple enemies. I'm basically just gonna have like an engine going. It's gonna be pretty crazy. Oh, and you could equip it with everything. How many things can we equip at once? It's like Trasia. Just keep equipping sticks. Oh, okay, I think I get it. Okay, I don't get it. 1 minute. Where's my pig? Push pet. There we go. Hey, I opened it. It wasn't supposed to open like this. It really is completely broken. Alright, well, before we commit to that route... Strong barrier, must be something behind it. Okay, so we can't do anything with that side yet. More electric crabs to kill. Can't believe we got Trasia on Steam. Like, after I played it this year... imagination, or am I doing less damage? Oh no, there we go. Okay, mental enhancer +2 increases magic focus. Max MP by 10, and we have 2 of them. Okay, it doesn't seem like it does anything to like decrease my stats. Maybe I just had a low roll against the enemy. Just looking to see if there's anything I can fish on, but it looks like the answer is no. We'll just go ahead and continue. That looks like a boss fight. Lightning Magic Spellbook, a compendium of lightning magic. Lightning Magic Spellbook, this should be useful. Not just fire, but now lightning too. Lightning magic is more powerful than fire magic at the same level, however requires a lot of mental energy, so it's not something you'd want to use often. Should I just stick with fire magic then? Lightning magic overrides some of the defense you provided by steel, so you'd better learn it well. That'll come in handy when you're up against those armored warriors. Then later. And also, there was a slab at the bottom of the box. 3-fork lightning circle. Fires a powerful blast of lightning at an enemy. The enemy energy is then transferred to other nearby enemies, so splash damage. Can't really be bothered to make a new one, but now I can use this ready-made lightning magic circle. So we don't need to go back to home, teleport, and make the slab. We just have it. Can we fight this? Should we fight this? This looks like it would house Joy Boy's hockey. No wonder the door was broken. They left a great big golem here unattended. No way, that thing won't move, will it? Of course not. It's been sitting there since the war ended. Huh? What? How does it still have any magic left? Thank you for the hydrate. Welcome, Mackenzel. There's still some pie left over. How am I supposed to defeat that? Okay. I'm not gonna do any of these. I believe in my power. No preview on HP total here. Oh, it doesn't have a lot at all. So let's see. We will probably want to stun the boss. Oh, it has resistance. Okay. Yeah, look out. Oh, they do just as much damage as the boss does. Interesting. We're gonna go ahead and swing at the golem again. Okay, so we are going to... Let's at least look at the magic, even though I'm not really saying I'm gonna commit to it. Okay. We should be able to get another turn out of this, so... I'll attack the tiny one. Unfortunately, I was kind of hoping to take out the small. We took out both the smalls, but these are still here. There we go. And we recovered so much of that HP back. Now we can do a strategic crit. We can also just rock smash to just win. Because it's been 3 turns that have passed.
How you need more than a big body to beat me. You're great too, Master, even though it's ruined. It used to be the human's main weapon.
Black Joe! It's still moving. Black Joe, get up. Let's get out of here.
This is why I told you not to come. I can't hold on anymore. Just let me be.
Black Joe. Somebody else used lightning.
We're still here.
Aslan, you've arrived at the right time. The lightning just now, was that your doing?
This is the final warning. Get out of here.
Aslan saved us. How come? I don't think saving us was the goal. The evil golem was going mad and Aslan intervened. Told you, Aslan is the guardian animal of this temple. Is Aslan this strong? Yeah, right. Should have been like this right from the beginning. What a fool. Sounds like you wanted that lightning to hit me. Nope. Now let's go. Time to get moving. What? We just had one foot in the grave. There's no more giant golems now. Cut the nonsense and just follow me. So we can... Do we want to go that way? Or do we want to go down the other path? I guess we're going this way for now. Here we go again. Okay. So we'll go there in a moment. We'll go up the stairs on the left side. I knew it. This door, there's something very intimidating about it. Wait, even a girl as reckless as you knows better than to open this door, right? Of course, I just want to get a closer look at it. Oh? This is... Master. I managed to pull you away from the door. I feel like I'd had some kind of terrible nightmare, but it's weird. Yes, Haki saved me, that's right. I mean, I don't know. I think I had my assessment about the golem was pretty correct. What is? The nightmare felt familiar. Well, forget it. You almost got sucked into the door. I'll be careful. Yeah, so, a world without Pi is what she saw. Truly a fate worse than death. Why do we keep losing our summoned creature? There we go. Okay, so here's the other side of South Island. Looks like we just have one encounter on it. $4,200. If we die, we die. Welcome, Shadow Fireborn. Yeah, I thought about making that joke and/or having the Pi song play as one of the countdown music, and then I'm like, it's funnier to think of it than committing to the bit. But welcome. It's my first playthrough of this. This was a redeem by Hikaru. I do game redeems every now and then, assuming people have the certain requisite number of blobber points, and this was the game that was picked. So first time playing it, it's a pretty cozy game. It's definitely a nice unwinding game following Dragon Quest X. I played a translated, about 90% translated copy of the offline version that released on the Nintendo Switch, although it's released on a number of different platforms in Japan right now. And so going from that to this has been really, really nice. This is just so much of a lower stakes game. Because playing on Draconian difficulty on 10 is pretty crazy. I hear it's worse on 11. I need to probably play 11 at some point with the Draconian options enabled, but you know, I'm long overdue for a playthrough of that, like by about like 6 years. We'll attack the giant enemy crab. Oh, it has a huge defense. Also, there's another monster in the background. I'm assuming we're just gonna wipe here. That's fine if we do. I don't really care too much. So we'll go ahead and kill the second one. That's here. And then we'll probably die. Let's see what happens now. How much damage do you do? Oh, okay, that's right. We get a strategic crit turn. I could also just defend this round and see how much damage we take while we're defending. That may be the better strat here. Okay, so we took 62 damage. Get some HP back once it's our turn. Now that Valorious charge has been used, we have another free. This will get them to stun. The only issue we have to encounter is once the stun wears off from doing this, it's going to take 3 stuns before it gets stunned. So that's his turn eaten up. Looks like we have 2 turns coming up. We should use them pretty wisely here. One of them is going to be towards, probably should be going towards the stun resistance. Because now it's going to take 2 more turns. He's got a Valorious charge coming up the next round after the boss goes again. But we're just going to defend again. Oh, was it? Yeah, training, I wish the game gave a better tutorial about what you needed to do when you were actually training, because that's one of the things where it's like the game doesn't seem to be... It's like eventually after failing at practicing like 5 times, you're like, oh, that's what they actually wanted you to do. Yeah, that's kind of the thing that I'm liking about it, is that once you figure out what you're doing, like you know exactly kind of how to build momentum and just keep going forward. Now do I want to... We have a crit turn. Do I want to give that up and defend? I mean, how much damage are we going to take without defending? I wonder. We may have to. I mean, I am going to be walking away from a crit turn. I am going to walk away from it. Just because I have a feeling we might just take a lot more. I am going to go ahead and have Joe use putting extract, and then we don't need to use stun yet. We'll go ahead and just go straight into a triple swing. Now we'll stun. So we get 2 tackles. Is it getting cut off? Yeah, so that's the weird thing about the shadow. You're right about that. But when I drag the screen for the screen capture on OBS, it doesn't actually it doesn't actually show the rest of it. I will tell you this, you're not really missing much. You're missing the portrait of the actual enemy, and part of my face is being cut off by the turn order on the bottom. But that's the current one, is whoever's face is there. It is getting cut off. It's kind of an annoying problem, but I don't know how to solve it. I suppose I could solve it if I completely resized it to go from the normal full screen resolution to a smaller one, and maybe it'll show more, but then I'd have to resize everything in OBS. It's going to be kind of a mess because OBS tends to crash with Steam games, at least for my computer, and I don't know why. It's just something miserable that happens for some reason. So there's Valorious Charge. Yeah, at this point, it's just not going to be worth it to go for any kind of additional stunning. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a fun game to play. I could do without the pie, and I could do without the main character. I feel like the ditzy young witch that seems to be very, very fun and lackadaisical and not really interested in doing a whole lot and just kind of being hot and fiery, that's been done to death in like every other kind of similar magic premise following a young witch, and so it's just kind of that part I'm not really that interested in, just because like every game has done that. Every game has done that. But the gameplay itself seems fine. Oh, we would have countered. That's a shame. It just seems like you can basically, I don't know, I'm trying not to do this strat much, but it basically seems like you can just defend forever and just have the heals go off while your pet just kills the enemy. I feel that's kind of lame though, so I'm going to try not to do that too much. Yeah, ultimately at the end of every game, I ultimately score it and give my thoughts about it. I feel like this game right now, it's in the 7s somewhere if we're looking at a 7 to 10 scale. It's not incredible. It's not terrible. It's just somewhere in the middle. It's a nice cozy game. Like, its gameplay is pretty fun and convenient. I have no real complaints about that at all. We'll go ahead and defend this round. And then, at first I thought you were locked into using all of your training charges at once rather than using one and waiting for you to level up training and then using it again. But then I figured out you could actually bypass that. You are able to exit and do exactly one train if you know you're one train away from leveling up to the next level. That way you're not losing out on any stats or anything. I am curious, how much damage does this guy do if I don't defend? Okay, considerable amount. Got the stun. Oh, I see. The moment you strike an enemy that's in a stun state, it comes out of its stun. Did not know that. Okay. Yeah. We are winning. I am going to, just for safety's sake, use that. Clearly we weren't necessarily meant to do this fight. Okay, next turn we get is going to be it. There we go. Now, what do we get? It's probably a recipe. It's got to be a recipe of some kind. Wind bangle. Oh. Bracelet that makes you slightly lighter. Let's see what that does. Increases agility by 5%. Equip up 2 pieces of secondary equipment. Reaching certain combat EXP stages increases the number of secondary equipment. Okay. So, Genesis Blessing. Do this... We're so fast, this is never going to come up. We're so fast that this is never going to come up. I'll unequip the Genesis Blessing. There we go. There appears to be an enemy over there that we just can't get to. It's not a big deal. Let's go to the actual story fight. Within the time I've got allotted this morning. I'm going to try not to fight, you know, impossible enemies just for the heck of it. Just in the interest of time. But I feel like if we were playing on, like, a difficulty other than normal mode... Yeah, so you're not alone. Hikaru did the same. Hikaru went down the person who redeemed the game also went down a magic path. But me, I am pretty partial to melee, even though that was clearly a fight that was like basically telegraphing, high defense. Why are you swinging your staff at me? And I'm just like, it's my life, it's my choice. I don't know. I feel like I should have probably defaulted to some spells there, but it was, for me, I just like hitting things with the stick. I find that infinitely more satisfying.
I warned you to turn back.
Uh-oh, Aslan's magic is stronger than before.
Probably because of that spring in front of us.
Spring? The pool where a god's magic is collected is called spring. The power of guardian animals like Aslan is influenced by this spring. So he was weak outside the temple before because he was farther away from the spring?
Yeah, bonk, that's exactly right. Now, I feel like if it was any other enemy, we would have been able to kill him a lot faster because he clearly was an enemy that had high defense. And I feel like any other boss, even if it has high HP, is not going to have nearly the defense output. So we're going to bonk them and they're going to die quicker. Which is definitely going to be nice, especially when you're budgeted on time.
I think it's more like he was being gentle on you because you're young. You there, Aslan! The temple's ceiling stones reacted to my master's magic.
I know.
Ah, now you're suddenly going to talk. This temple accepts us, so there's no need for you to be wary of us. Black Joe was right. We just want to have a look around the temple.
The ceiling stones only allow those who are authorized to pass through.
Which means...
How did you trick the stones? If you were a normal person, the ceiling stones would not have reacted. You can fool the temple's other protections, but you cannot fool me, its guardian animal. Okay, we are ready to go. Oh, there are crystals in the background as well. Okay, we probably need to prioritize attacking them. Just so that the boss does less damage. So we'll go ahead and kill the magic boosting crystal. And then we'll kill the other magic boosting crystal. Okay, it's only 17 damage. So we'll go ahead and stun. And now a strategic crit. This should end the fight.
It's over, but why is he so hostile to me?
That's its duty as guardian animal. It must have been angry that it failed to protect the temple in the past. You get to bonk with a magic staff, though the differences between the staffs and secondary effects mostly. The strength staff boosts the amount you get from magic traces after casting spells. The enchanted staff instead gives you MP per kill. Yeah, I looked at the base description of at least the level 1 to level 2, and it seemed like the strength one had the ability to do like splash damage, and I'm like, I get to bonk things and other enemies get to feel it. And I'm like, that sounds fun, because I was already kind of committed to just bonking things on the head anyway, and it just seems like I just got validated for wanting to do that, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, we'll see this out." I thought the game was gonna be like, "No, no, no, no bonking allowed here," but I'm like, "No, no, you're basically telling me it's okay." I don't know what the evolution is gonna be beyond this. Maybe the area of splash effect from bonking is gonna increase to go to a wider circle, who knows? But, it is pretty fun. It is certainly it's definitely very fun.
戦争
For
当
some
時
reason, the guardian
小
animals could
動
not
物
use
た
their
ちは
powers
力
during
を
the
使え
war.
なかったみたいっすね。
It's open! Phew, so now we just get to check the spring and then leave?
まあ
Well, the
動物
guardian
を
animal's
倒
been
したか
defeated,
ら
so we should be okay. Now, I've been focusing, the only training I've ever done has been on the one that increases agility the most, which is like dodging that one swinging pole, that once you press it, it kind of just swings around. And so I was thinking, I'm glad the game is not too broken with high agility. I was thinking I'm going to dodge everything, I'm going to counter everything, it's going to be amazing. It just, you rarely still counter stuff. You rarely dodge attacks. So all it's really good for is like maybe getting an extra turn on the turn icon. Yeah. That makes sense. I do need to have like more trace stuff though. That's only going to benefit me if I start using magic in conjunction with what I'm doing, and I basically just kind of have to be eased into doing that. I don't seem to be doing a whole lot with magic right now. Unless it's like what I described, enemies are in a 7-10 split formation, and I need to cast like the 4-prong to go 2 to you and 2 to you. That's really the only situation where it's been coming up consistently. Look at the size of that magic stone. It's glowing. Wait, no way. The spring is reacting. Is this really possible? Yeah, I think I think I am robbing myself of the experience a bit in just committing to physical. Like if I had cast magic on the hermit crab and then did attacks to follow up, it probably would have been a lot better. I will probably try going forward doing a bit of that. Granted, my spell output damage is probably going to be pretty low since we've not trained magic at all. At all. Other than, like, picking up those crystal fragments that will automatically increase your lowest stats. So it'll increase my magic, it'll increase my MP, it'll increase my, those particular stats. And defense. Defense I haven't trained at all. Yeah. Okay. I'll make use of that going forward. I think that's pretty solid advice. Master's will is materializing. I thought I beat you. The guardian animal strength is instantly restored when the spring opened. But my body is so sore, I need to fight again. No need. You've already proven yourself. You've actually got something. Stand closer to the spring. Wily little, you plan to use it to nourish the spring. In your grief over the loss of your master, you've been luring youngsters to fill the spring with their magic, haven't you? Stop, don't go anywhere near that spring. Hello? I always believed that one day someone would come here who could hear my voice. My name is Arwa. I'm the master of the spring. Nice to meet you, I'm Pieberry. I followed the familiar energy and it brought me here. You're so filled with magic, you must be a god. You're an enthusiastic little girl. What is that makes your heart beat so fast? I have a new dream, to find my dream pie in the world of humans. But there's someone blocking the way. So I'm exploring this island for now instead. But when I'm strong enough, I'm going to get out of the forest. What a cute dream. Choose an ability. Whoa. Whoa. I mean, max HP plus 70 is pretty tasty. Yeah, I feel like that's gonna probably pay us more dividends than just having 15 extra strength or 10 more agility. I think I'm gonna go with 74 hit points. Wow, such wonderful power. It's warm and strong. I can't believe magic like this exists. Although the permanent HP stat up items seem to be the easiest to grind out in terms of getting the materials for, so maybe that was a poor choice in the long run, but in the short term, it's definitely useful for me. I bestowed upon you my blessing. It will be of use to you someday. Really? Thank you so much, Arawa. Can I come visit you often? I must return to my slumber. The blessing I gave you was all of my remaining magic. What then? Why'd you give it to me? Every path you take will lead you to greater dreams. Just like how you accidentally washed up on this island and awakened me, I will watch closely the faith and indomitable spirit you develop, and how you will grow. Arawa! Master is sleeping. He will not wake for a while. Oh, it was so nice. What are you going to do now? The same as always. Follow my master's will. Why don't you become my pet? It'll be fun. I wouldn't recommend it. My duty is now to protect the spring. I cannot leave the temple. Oh, that's too bad. I was excited to get a cute lion. We should go home now, Master. We need lots of rest. You're not planning on exploring more, are you? Okay, let's go home. So, do you feel blessed? I don't really feel much different than usual. Right after receiving the blessing, it felt so powerful. What happened? It seems that your body wasn't able to fully absorb all the enormous amounts of magic. You think? Then does that mean the blessing is just gone now? I don't think so. I can still feel it floating around you. You can sense it too, can't you? I sense some kind of faint energy. It's hard to detect. It's not that the blessing's power is weak, it's just beyond my ability to sense. Divine blessings are special. Perhaps one day when you're all grown up, you'll be able to wield it properly. But why did Arawa give me this power? I was so excited to receive it, I didn't think to ask for the reason. Perhaps he wanted to make sure his fading magic wasn't lost forever, and you just happened to come along at the right time. Giving his magic to a witch is better than giving it to a human. So I was just lucky? Why? So we're really going to vault now? Of course, I need to get that pie. And maybe in the human world. In the human world what? And nothing, I'll tell you some other time. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's something childish again. But do you think you can defeat vaults? I can't now since I have this blessing. You don't even know how to use it. Okay, so the story objective is updated. We have training. We can do one bit of training. We are going to save, because we haven't saved basically all stream. We haven't gotten... it's funny seeing the equipment populate into existence when we had, like, none of it going into this. So we're going to go ahead and train. Yeah, I've not had any. I've basically just been leveling up, hitting wood. I probably at some point just should do defense, like do the push-ups. I did do practice just to see how it works. But we basically have, you're right, we've not done any training for defense at all. So level 3, physical attack crit chance 15%, HP recovery after defending goes up by 5. Okay. New skill. Overload Strike 2. Okay, powerful shockwave granted. Okay, so it's like, okay, so compared to 1, so this one still uses our HP to fuel it. Yeah, I don't necessarily, you know, I haven't been too worried because going through this route has given us quite a bit of HP to be able to otherwise mitigate that. This way, it's basically a remnant of me thinking agility is going to be the most broken stat, and it still is. I mean, it still fundamentally is, but it's just not nearly as broken as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, because any of those little fragments I find on the ground will increase it by 4. Because it is the weakest stat, one of my weakest stats. Oh, we got quadruple swing. Everybody watch out. That's gonna be so amazing. We are gonna sleep now to make sure our stats are up. Alright, so we're gonna save. Alright, it's 10:54. I've got about half an hour. So, let's go. And so there's the fly spot. We don't need to right this moment. There did seem to be that another enemy on that other island, on the one with the hermit crab, like adjacent to it, but I have no idea how you're meant to get there. So I guess something might happen later. In any event, that's not something I'm gonna waste valuable stream time trying to figure out, so we'll just leave it at that. I could throw a rock at it, it wouldn't react. I didn't sleep this much. So that still hasn't changed. Okay, I see. Yeah, so it's probably best to just maybe start a fight with magic and then just kind of mitigate that as you go. Which makes a lot of sense. In my mind, I was always like, swinging and defeating an enemy, I get an extra turn. That's awesome. I want to do that. I want to keep getting extra turns. I want to keep doing splash damage. I just want to keep hitting things with my stick. But you're right. Certainly against long-haul bosses, it is a better strat than what I'm doing. For like these short-term enemy mobs that have very low HP, I can get away with doing shockwave, shockwave, shockwave. But you're right. For these big HP monsters, I need to start using that. Guess getting beat up might knock some sense into her. Here we go. Surely I can't go too badly, right? Immeasurable. Arrow is arrow. Blessings can be used in battle after a certain number of turns. Blessings do not consume MP. Can only be used once during a battle. Does not consume turns. Interesting. Now, I don't know how you're meant to use it. I saw the tutorial for it, but not how it's meant to use. I'll attack Bolt just so I have an idea of how much HP it has. A number. It's going to be a long fight. Is it part of the special skill? It is part of the special skill. Yeah, so it's going to be later in combat, just like the Shockwave, the Rock Smash ability. Yeah, so it might just be better to do that at the start. Although, I guess to start off with... Well, wait a minute, it goes from... That's insane. It goes from 30 power to 80? So this stuff is gonna... I mean, these guys are gonna... Oh, it doesn't do enough splash, nearly enough splash. I thought it was gonna hit the guys in front. Okay, so we have 2 turns coming up, so I can... Of course, since I didn't get any splash damage kills, I don't have the benefit of that. funnily enough, that one got caught in it. But the other ones did not. Oh, they're all charging. Interesting. Okay. Arwa's arrow is ready. Blessing sigil appears around Piper when the blessing is ready. It can be activated as a special skill menu. Okay. Is it a single target though? Yeah, it's a single target. I mean, everybody's got their, like, getting ready to fire their laser. I don't know if I really want to do this. Now, we'll use it. Such powerful magic. 1220, pretty good. And now I at least have an idea of the damage and ordeal, but it just seemed risky. I needed to get the kill plus bonus damage, because I don't know how much their super moves are going to do respectively, especially with, like, no defense. Oh wow, did Ball just let her win? See what your master's capable of, Black Joe? He's getting back up. Do we need to fight him again? Oh, he ran away. Alright, let's go find some nice tasty pie and fresh strawberries. How did we get to this point? Oh, well, forget it. The vault is finally gone and the way is clear. Time to explore the outside world. We will. But first, I think it's important that we save. I just don't know how much of a point of no return it's going to be going in there. Because I only have about another 20 or so minutes. Go ahead and leave. Poor little tasty buddy. I mean, if they're there, I'll shoot them. I don't know if it goes towards your training points or not to, like, fish or hunt, but I'm not gonna, you know... Pie Berry is gonna destroy anything that gets in her way in the quest for pie. Pretty sure that was the 4th Superman movie, the quest for pie. This forest feels very different. Is this the outside world? Calsvero Forest, the boundary between your forest and the outside world. This forest is the reason you've been safe this whole time. I sure was lucky, huh? So if we carry on straight ahead, we'll reach the outside world. Well, I mean, safe is subjective. Like, all of these other soldiers have been pouring in here. Leaving Calsvero Forest, the forest is the border between our forest home and the outside world. Let's keep moving forward. Okay, our training is ready, but it'll have to wait. Merchant's Road. Finally, the outside road. Which is kind of interesting, because now that I think on it, we don't actually have any currency in this game. Not that I've seen. Unless the game is going to throw a curveball and introduce that this late, since we're going into the human world. We really left. Look at that open sky right now to hunt down that mustachioed merchant. Chapter 2, Find the Pie Maker. I don't know how many chapters are in the game. I haven't looked. Okay, so we can now work back to our house from here. Okay, I couldn't figure out what I was stuck on. Hey, you! Huh?
I found you, thief. Thief, that's uncalled for. I had no other choice. Anyway, now that we've met again, my name's Ralph. I'm a merchant from Avelia. You offered me a deal, pie, in return to pretty stones. Alas, I have not. I've sold the stone and eaten the pie. What? Don't be too disappointed, but I'm the most reliable merchant in all of Avelia. Here, in return for the gem.
Okay, we do get currency. Okay, the previous game had multiple endings. This game doesn't have the choices that lead to any of the other endings, so they made the remaster linear. Interesting. I may like that because I'm kind of enjoying this game's linearity compared to like because Dragon Quest X is like very open in what you can do and the places you can explore, and so just having kind of a very fixed path to not have too many bells and whistles to distract me, wonderful. It's a very wonderful successor game to what I just played.
Shiny gold metal. It's pretty, but it's also small. Are you trying to make fun of me? Master, this is gold. Humans use it to exchange goods. Oh, yes, we can use it to trade for the tools we need. All she's thinking of is, I can buy pie with this. Alright then, I'll give you this. So give me a pie. Strawberry pie. Afraid I don't have any at the moment, but I'll make sure to stock up for next time. What's the point of this gold? Are you sure this will be okay? Why? This must be your first time outside the forest, right? Forget it then. It'd be best for you to experience it for yourself. Look at that over there. When are you guys gonna leave me alone? Are you going to follow me all the way to Pape's? To the Pope, that is Pape's. To the Pope's castle? Does that mean we can leave then? Thank you so much for always looking out for the village, Livia. I learned a lot this time too. Then how about you make use of everything you learned for once, so you don't have to come out and do it all for you? Watch out, that's supposed to be a royal palace warrior. You can tell by the red clothes. Judging by the uniform, she must be a commander. How many more times do I have to keep coming back to the borderlands to save the warrior school's skin? The Lakes village is too far away. If you wait a little longer, we'll all be all grown up enough to take charge of the school ourselves. Commander? What's that mean? Wait, isn't that a witch? You've been seen. I'll go get some pies and strawberries. Good luck. A witch! Protect the civilian! Help! Don't try to resist. You're surrounded. Witches shall never be forgiven. We got surrounded as soon as we left the forest. Now what do we do? There's so many warriors. Good job. Just like your lessons. Now, what's next? You still don't know how to actually fight a witch? Your swordplay is sloppy, you're failing even the basics. Listen, here's the deal with witches. Whenever you encounter a witch, you report the discovery, capture, and then transport her to the dungeons of the Pope's castle. If not possible to capture her alive, you execute her immediately. Now, what did you do? You just surrounded her straight away and didn't even report properly. Thanks for teaching us again. Next time, I won't teach. I'll just discipline you until you remember. Come along obediently. I'll try not to be too rough on you. So what'll it be? Huh? I'm asking if you're going to let us capture you or not. Capture me? Why? I suppose I shouldn't have expected anything else. You there, give me a sword. You call this a sword? I'd struggle to chop carrots with this. Well, what should I expect from kids like you? I, Royal Palace Warrior Livia, will fulfill the Pope's decree and slay this witch. Okay, there they are. They're still surrounded me, so they've learned nothing. Although surrounding me is actually the optimal strat for fighting my ground-shaking weapon. So she only has 520 HP. So they're gonna be quaking in their boots. She lived with 18 health. I feel... No, I should have trained harder. I should have used that one extra training point and gone back.
4,400 gold and pie. See, you survived. Didn't you run away? The only one who should be running away is you. There'll be more warriors coming soon. Don't worry, I'll deal with them. Literally, I'll deal with them. I'm a merchant. I'll just go off with them deals. Why are you helping me? Think of it as an investment for the future. Witches have many uses. Let's just do as he says and get out of here for now. All right, we're counting on you. Oh, I didn't see that coming. I told you the outside world is dangerous. That female warrior works directly under the Pope. What's a Pope? Remember when humans went to war and destroyed our temple? At the center of that war was the Pope, the king of those who serve the gods. But if the Pope serves the gods, why destroy the temple? The Pope's name is Salvis, but he didn't become Pope through worshipping the gods. He became Pope because he took the power of the gods through war. Took the power of the gods? How is that even possible? Don't ask me how, because I have no idea either. Either way, it happened. And so Salvis founded a new religion he called New Rima and made himself Pope. He claims the religion is all about worshipping the ancient god Romwell, but in truth, it's really about worshipping Salvis. What does that have to do with witch hunts? Salvis wants to eliminate anyone who might be a threat to him, and that includes witches. But I'm just a little kid. That's why you're so scary. You're just a kid, but you still defeated a warrior. I'm only here to get my pie back. In his eyes, just being born a witch is sin enough. What? That's not fair. That's humans for you. If they say it's a sin, it's a sin. Fair or not. These humans think they're gods. Then doesn't that mean there are more witches other than me? Yes, it often happens that a witch is born among humans, just like you, but most of them are killed. Even if they are lucky enough to survive, they end up abandoned in the forest, again, just like you. Do you see the reality of the world outside now? Do you understand why I warned you to stay clear of humans? There's no point in hiding. More and more warriors are intruding in my forest. Eventually they'll take it all over and I'll end up getting killed anyway. Not everyone can fly away free like you. I'll be trapped and forced to fight them for the rest of my life. I guess you have a point. I'd rather go out into the human world and find the pie of my dreams. I've been looking into it for a long time, but I gave up because I couldn't find it in the forest. I didn't want to get involved with humans. But fine. You're new to the human world, so you'll have to listen to me carefully. You're the best, Black Joe, but I'm tired from all that fighting. Let's get some sleep and go back to Ralph. Then he can tell me where he got that pie. Get some sleep. What a major quest. I don't know if I'm up for it. I did it. I managed to avoid drowning. A moment, please. I'll get the pie for you. Pie, my happiness, and strawberries too. I'm just envisioning the alternate endings in the game being like, does she get cherry pie, or maybe blackberry, or boysenberry? Like, what? Choose your own ending. But this voice. I kept you waiting a long time, didn't I? It's ready. Warm pie, strawberries, delicious. You're really enjoying it, aren't you, my dear child? Would you like some more? Yes. I'll never get tired of that dream. I'm just sad it had to end so soon. Now let's go visit Ralph. Black Joe, it's time to explore the outside world again. Just please no fire magic. Please help me. I don't have time for this. Pie is waiting for me out there. Oh, it was a dream. I'm alive. Return to Ralph. Let's go. Alright. Last order of business will be one more training session. Well, what's the weapon evolution rules here? I guess I could technically evolve. No, I can. I mean, not down the strength route, I don't think. Yeah, because even if I were to upgrade, yeah, wow, that like 100% does it. Even if I were to do it, I still need Boar Golem Branch to go down the Strength Staff route. So that is definitely a no-go. I can degenerate it, so increases strength even more beyond it. Yeah, boosted magic traces, shockwave to 90%. Definitely pretty good. Let's train. You'll never guess what I'm training. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll end the stream with that. Now, Monday, I'm not doing Shining Force 3 despite the preview. As I promised, there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one is I'm going out to dinner with family. And so it's at one of those restaurants that's going to take an inordinate amount of time to eat at. It's like one of those so-called fancy restaurants. And all fancy restaurants really mean is that they put you in the dark, and that, I guess, the darker the restaurant is, the fancier it is. Like, you want to hear about today's specials? No, I want to find it with echolocation. I'll just, it's the only sense I've got left. But yeah, so long story short, Monday is going to be the day I go over my Japan stream, my Japan trip. I keep saying Japan stream. Go over my Japan trip. I'll share all my photos and answer any questions about the trip. Tuesday, of course, will be more of this. And then Thursday is going to be the official day that I actually start Shining Force 3 Book 1, which I'm really, really looking forward to. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I mean, I don't get it. I like, we've had to break out our phones to actually look at the menus, which I think is silly. And I'm not just talking about, like, bring out the phone to, like, scan a QR code, but, like, bring out the phone to use the flashlight feature. It's, like, comically dark. I don't understand why it has to be as dark as it is. Anyway, let's go to the save menu. We made it to Chapter 2. Even though we've been kind of tackling this game relatively slowly. Now I'm going to try to go to OBS. It may freeze everything because I'm going from, like, the window to non-window. But yeah, more of this game on Tuesday for sure. It should be a longer stream this time because the last two of these two streams of this game have been, like, roughly around 2 hours, which is kind of on the low end. Tuesdays is going to be a longer stream. And then looking forward to Shining Force 3. So take care, everybody. And Shadow, thank you for the company. I appreciate the chat. McKenzel, thank you. Bear Kidney, appreciate everybody that showed up while running Wild Video. And hope all of you have a good rest of your night. Well, night. I mean, see how tied I am to evening streaming? Have a good rest of your day. And take care, everyone.